I think really drew me in was really the title.
My name is Scotty Hardwig. I'm a movement artist, a media artist, a dancer, and I'm also a dance filmmaker. We're here this week for the production residency of What We Ask of Flesh with INSPIRIT Dance Company. We're here in Middlebury, Vermont, in the Mahaney Center for the Arts.
My name is Travian Pollard. I am from Brooklyn, New York now, but was born in Manchester, Georgia. I am a choreographer, a teacher, an artist, a costume designer, a writer. And in this project, I mainly am doing costumes. I'm coming in a little later, a lot of the dancers and Crystal have been rehearsing for years, on things. I think I was just thinking a lot about what flesh means, in all the different aspects, how it looks, how it feels, our relationship to it, emotionally, politically, socially. All of that complication and chaos on top of each other is the same way that I go into costume design. I like to layer different materials, different colors on top of things. Me and also Scotty is coming in a little bit later. And Scotty is using the time to really capture a kind of environment and an atmosphere, with projection and sketches and things. And I think is amazing just to watch him, and that's been so much information for me as a costume designer. Because in the beginning I wanted to really sculpt these really abstract pieces, but when I started to see all of the layering that Scotty was doing, and along with the text and the music and all the amazing dancing that everybody was doing, I was like, it might be a little much to really sculpt these things. And so I decided to go a little bit more minimal and still have a layer of expansion, but from a minimalist standpoint.
It's really nice to be in a room of dedicated artists who are thinking and talking about life, what it means to be an artist, what it means to have a spirit, what it means to be human. One of the ways that I've been processing a lot of things recently is I've been doing a lot of drawing. I've just been doing these really simple drawings with lines, circles, repeated patterns, triangles, geometric shapes, and they're all improvisations, they're not planned out. I brought about 80 to 100 of those drawings, and on the first day we were here on Monday, we laid them all out on the floor, and I asked the dancers to pick out, the whole team, I asked them to pick out 1 to 3 of the drawings, almost like a little bit of a tarot reading, a divining. And that exercise was really helpful, so the people went around and gathered some of these images, and those are the images that I've been using as the base for the projections in the piece, creating a kind of a symbolic set, a symbolic setting, with still images, and there are some animations as well. And so it has been a process of kind of integrating those images and those designs with the performance as it existed before, and it has kind of come together to create a new thing, which has been really beautiful and actually very inspiring. I've never worked with drawings in this way. I've never worked with hand drawings as a project. I really like it. So that was really very cool and very inspiring.
The message for me really through this whole process is that there is so much to flesh, and so many different perspectives and so many different ways through and in, and that I enjoy being a witness to all of the layers of flesh that are getting put onto this piece, and also being a participant to help, layer on the theatrics that'll allow us to really be present in the room with the piece and with each other in a lot of ways.
What we ask of flesh is, for me, what I'm observing, it's about resilience, it's about reconnection, it's about circles that close and form new circles. It's about grief, and it's also about joy. And what's beautiful in the work is that it moves back and forth between these kind of emotional states really fluidly. And that's one of the things I really like about this piece, is it's very expressionistic, and so it'll go from a particular emotion to another space, into another space, and before you know it, you've arrived in a completely different place. It's a kind of a journey, much like the process of creating it, I think. I was on the original grant for the creation of this piece maybe like 8 years ago. And I think it's been a 7 or 8 year journey from that place to this. And that definitely shines through in the work.